Welcome back. It's still Entertainment Review live on Metro Television. We are live on DSTV channel 277, live on Facebook and YouTube is Metro TV Ghana. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Metro TV _GH. So our guest is a multiple award-winning Ghanaian, South African singer-songwriter. I mean, she is driven and a very enthusiastic person and passionate with music. Not only is she using her platform to create music or be creative, but also she uses her platform to create awareness on fibroid. Currently, she has a brand new one, and that is what we played back to back, and it's titled Party, and it features Kofi Kenata. On the table of life this afternoon, we are going to talk to ADINA THEMBI, and she is so beautiful. I mean, and she has promised me, I won't say it, but then... Okay,
with your full chest.
Oh, my full chest.
Yeah.
Okay. She said she's going to surprise me on my birthday, but the thing is, everybody knows I don't celebrate my birthday. But then she said, "So what?" Okay. You're saying so what? But then ADINA, you're welcome on the table.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you here.
ADINA.
You know, my voice, no.
ADINA.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Also good. You always look good.
Thank you.
And I mean, like I said, you always use your platform not only to inspire, but also raise awareness. And I want to touch on that before we start talking about music. Because July was the month of fibroid,
Yes.
month creating more awareness. And for someone who has gone through the process, you showed your journey, your struggles, your pain. You also even did a documentary for everything. Tell us a bit about how the experience was and how you overcame certain things that you feared will happen.
Okay, so for me, I noticed that my body was changing. That was like my number one symptom, because I know a lot of people that have fibroids go through like severe pain during the time of the month. Some of them become very anemic. It's so bad for certain people. They need to take time off work.
True.
For me, I had like bits and pieces of those symptoms, but it wasn't crazy, because for as long as I could remember, I've always had those, cramps here and there, taking time off school.
True.
But it wasn't that massive for me. I know people go through a lot. That's why I'm mentioning that.
Yeah.
Like, people need like very strong pain meds, oils. They can't deal
with the pain.
Mine wasn't that bad. Mine, the biggest thing was my body was changing.
Okay.
I was getting the bulge. And obviously for the kind of job that we do, it becomes very noticed and everybody's wondering, hey, what's going on? Exactly. So I went to go and check, and the doctor said I had fibroids and I needed to do surgery immediately. It scared me, but I made sure that I went for multiple opinions from different hospitals. Then I finally made up my mind I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And obviously there was the fear, associated with going to do surgery.
Yeah.
My sister has done surgery before, so I should have been a little calm. But obviously, when it's you,
Exactly.
like you're calm for other people.
Yes.
But when it's you,
when it's you,
you're
it's
wondering,
different.
okay, so what if something goes wrong? They leave the scissors inside, or I die.
Yeah.
Like I bleed too much and I die. So I asked all the questions I needed to ask, and the doctors assured me I'll be fine. And everyone in the hospital, they were actually very nice to me. They came to my room to counsel me before I went, advise me on what I was about to go through, what they would do to me, just so that it would calm your nerves a bit.
Yeah.
Then the cameras obviously followed me, and we did it. We
And
came back.
was a success.
Yeah, in like 30 minutes or something like that, they had finished.
I'm so glad you actually documented the process, because for me, sometimes I think it's a woman thing. It will happen. But then I didn't know until I watched the documentary and step-by-step process and how you documented everything.
Yeah.
What I want to ask, the follow-up question is, you see, we keep on creating awareness. We keep on talking about it. Do you feel the public is understanding the education we are trying to make people know that it can happen to everyone? You should know how to go about it. Do you think that sensitization is being effective?
I think we need to do more.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it starts from somewhere. So the beginning point where we're talking about it is cool, but we need to do more. We need to make it, bring it on on platforms like this. As you guys are talking there, you chip it in small. Because now the people watching, they need to know how normal it is. Because when someone has fibroids, they feel like they've been cursed. Because obviously it happens to a lot of black women, but it's not everybody that has it. I don't know if you have it or you have it.
Yeah.
So imagine if there's three of us and none of you do, and I do. And obviously I need to make life-altering decisions.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Then I'm going to feel like, hey, why me?
Exactly.
Depression, you can get depressed. You can be feeling like, oh my God, why? And then you think about this, how you're afraid that you might not be able to give birth after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't tried to conceive. And obviously, even though the doctors assured me that it's possible to conceive, there's that,
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're wondering, like, what is it
yeah.
going to be?
Yeah.
Obviously, we are ready to face the head on, but, like, what is it going to be? So it's something that I think we need to, throw more light on.
Yeah.
I don't know how else we'll raise more awareness. We'll think of ways because the campaign is still running for me. But yeah.
Beautiful inside.
Yes.
That's the foundation.
Yes. So that's it. We hope to do more. We hope to give more people opportunities to be able to even test and know if they have it or not. Because that's another thing. Like, it's not everyone that can afford it. True. So that's it. We are taking steps and hopefully we'll be able to do more.
Yeah. There's another show that we are on normally in the morning we do, and we had a conversation with one woman, Fanny, and she actually told us certain things she did. Like during the surgery, they left an instrument in, so she had to go back. And she even has a book. So when you read it, you actually get an in-depth perspective of what she went through, and it's not easy. So I really appreciate the fact that you took us through your process, because a superstar, a celebrity in Ghana, we know you for your music, but you are giving us a part of you that is very, very touching.
That's
very,
very,
very, very touching. I really appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Now let's talk music. I mean, ever since you gained prominence into the music industry, you've been giving us back to back. You keep excelling in ways that sometimes I would say for your fans, it will blow their imagination. But for you personally, how have you been able to keep the consistency? How have you been able to manage yourself through the industry?
I would always say, obviously, God has got me, like, he's been holding me down from jump. But I always say that the people that I have around me, they really keep me grounded and they keep me going. Like having a solid team around you is everything. I think that's it. That's the recipe. Wow. Because they will remind you when you're feeling down that, hey, we have work to do. Like on days that you don't feel like showing up, they will show up at your door. 6 a.m. What's up?
You've got to do something.
Exactly. Wow. You need the right team around you. That's it.
And it's been good.
Talking about the right team, where you've released a lot of songs, you know that the people sing the songs out there, and the guest of points, maybe 3, 4, 5, you're not releasing anything. Do you get worried?
3, 4, 5 or months?
Yeah, months.
I don't, because we always have like a plan for the year.
Okay.
And sometimes the plans will not work. But I always believe in adjusting, because I believe that if we all plan the thing properly and we put it out, it will give us the sort of results that we need. So I don't believe in knee-jerk, like, oh, somebody has to release, let me release. Because I feel like if I actually do that, I will make a mistake. Because I haven't thought it through. I haven't strategized properly. Like, it's all about strategy and knowing which buttons to push and how it's going to be in your favor or not. So I feel like better planning is always like a winner.
You just take your time.
Yeah. It's better if I don't release the whole year and I come and release the last, let's say, December, and it's thought through and everything is strategized. For me, I prefer that. Yeah, my team will make sure I will chop though.
And I think it's always in your video, like your videos. We see it in the project that you do. Like you take your time. And before Helen, you come in, we always ask like the gospel artists why they do gospel music. But then I also want to ask you, Adina, why do you do music? And the fulfillment that comes with it, how do you measure it?
I do music because I love to sing. And I feel like there's something that God put me on this earth to do. There's a message that, like, I feel like I'm a mouthpiece. And that's the beauty of what I do. I can talk about anything and everything. And I feel like that's my goal in life, you know, or the thing that God has sent me to do. So I do it because it fulfills me. Like, I'm happy to be able to do this, like sing about whatever it is I sing for you guys to hear. I measure my success or my sense of fulfillment when I meet you, for instance, and you tell me that song that you did, I was going through like a tough time and it really helped me.
Let me go.
Let me go. Too late.
Yes.
I'm
telling you the ones that got me those times. Working hard.
Yeah, and people that are in relationships that feel like, oh my God, your song means how, your song Makuma with Sakode, or Take Care of You. Like me and my
hostel vibes.
Yeah, like if anybody walks up to me, it could be anybody, and tells me that it really helped them. That me right there, I won in life.
Wow.
Because that's the main goal. Like I wanted to reach people. I want you to use it as your soundtrack in life. You know, like a movie. When it gets to the sad parts, they play sad music. When it gets to the happy parts, happy music. That's why I do this.
That's good.
That's really interesting to know. But I'm taking you as far back as many years ago when you were in Stars of the Future. I remember an elder cousin of mine, he really liked you at the time and wanted you to win. I remember him voting for you at the time. But will you say that Stars of the Future, that competition, has helped your career in any way at all?
Of course. If I didn't have Stars of the Future, your cousin wouldn't know me. Do you say your cousin?
Yes.
He wouldn't, he or she?
Yeah.
He wouldn't know me.
Right.
And obviously they took us through a training process, like live band back to back for 12 weeks. Me, I had a bit of experience with live band from church because I used to sing in church.
Okay.
And every time I had the opportunity to sing in school, I'm the one that's like leading the praises or something like that. But for anyone that had never experienced live band, that would be like a good start for your career.
Yeah, true.
So I really appreciated that. The criticisms, our judges were not joking back then. And we had a live audience at the National Theatre every day. I know people came as fans, like to support their people, but sometimes you end up winning over like a team, like a fan base, you know, because of how well you genuinely did. I didn't bring people from my house and things like that. It was the last day that I think people from Gehe came to support me. But throughout the show, I could tell that, you know, it was changing. People were supporting me genuinely. And I grew like a natural fan base from there. So it did help me. So once I finished, they were like, oh, I know her from Stars of the Future. I'm supporting this girl. So fast forward to like my first VGMAs when I won, people would refer me and say, wow, I remember you from. And that to me is like beautiful.
That alone is
so yeah, that show really gave me a good platform.
That's good to note. But Adina, what does indecency mean to you?
Indecency.
Right.
Yo. It's a very interesting.
That's an essay.
Big Brother Africa. Zakala Wahala. Iyo? What does it mean?
Yo is like ish.
Yeah. Nelisa. Iyo?
Right. Yo?
Okay.
Because
I'm not part of
I
it.
think it's I think indecency is it depends on who is defining it.
Okay.
So to you it may mean piercing too many.
Yeah.
To someone else, it might mean wearing a short skirt. To someone else, it might mean showing your cleavage or something like that. It depends on the individual.
Okay.
For me, what does it mean? I think if I wear an outfit that I can't show to my mom or my niece, because I live with my niece, I live with my mom. If I would be shy to let my niece see, because she copies everything I do, if I don't want her to be mimicking it, then it's definitely indecent.
Okay. I'm asking this based on you saying that you wouldn't want to, be indecent in order to sell your music. And I want to know what really that is. And also, is that to say that most artists are using indecency to sell their music?
Okay, so you picked that from like a blog, right?
Right.
Okay, so the words were twisted a little bit.
Okay.
So the question to me was, does sex sell? And I said, well, it does in other ways, but I don't believe that is the only way. And so the headline became,
Right.
I don't know. Okay,
Right.
so I didn't specifically say that.
You will not.
However, for me, I actually stand by what I said, which is we have so many creative ways to push a brand. We all can't toe one line.
Yeah.
That was my story, and I stick beside it.
Okay.
You know, and then that's the truth, because that's the beauty of what we do. It's a creative space.
Yeah.
Maybe your own is to play guitar all the time. That's the brand that we know you for.
Yeah.
Another person wants to look like a bad boy, so they might be holding like a cigar or smoking in the videos to show that, hey, me, I'm hardcore. Somebody too will say, nah, me, I don't want any of those substances. I want people to know me for the voice that I have, or maybe the fact that I dance, or, you know, so it's a creative space. And I feel like sometimes it's very easy for us to just stick to, look at this person, they use showing themselves and that was it, so let me do the same. I feel like in our industry, we need to open up our minds to more creative ways to sell the brands, because there are so many ways.
There's so many ways.
Because I was beginning to get a bit confused because I can see a bit of skin with
Of
you.
course,
so I'm
and
like,
I like to, you know.
right. Yeah. So I'm
Skinny,
like, what are they
Itty
really saying?
bitty team.
The skin is skinny.
So for you, if we are showing skin, let's say a female artist is showing a bit of skin, it's not sometimes skimpy clothes, that there's nothing wrong with that for you.
I wouldn't answer that directly, because I always believe that if you're comfortable in what you're wearing, if you're comfortable in your skin, you think what you're doing serves or represents your brand the way you want it, go for it. It's you and how you want to shape your brand. But for me, I'm a very fashionable person. I own a fashion, brand. I'm selling clothes, but I'm also selling my music. So
So you create your own
I
dresses.
did. This is actually Thembi Republic.
Yes,
It's from my,
yes.
label.
That's what I'll be getting on the 12th of January.
Okay.
Yes.
So June 16th is my birthday, so look for something.
Actually, we do for men as well.
Yeah,
But, and June is so far. Don't worry. It's enough time.
I need to ask, has he been on your Instagram page?
Have you?
Thembi
Have you
Republic.
Have you
posted
been
anything
to Have you been to a
for men?
concert before to cover an interview?
Wow, that's
head?
interesting. That's interesting. I like that.
I like that too.
Okay, so back to music. You were talking about measurement of fulfillment, right?
Yeah.
What is it for you that you think people? I mean, you're one of the most loved female acts in the country. Do you think it's your voice? Do you think it's your personality?
I think it's everything.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
brand. I think people, it's the brand. It's like when they see me, all the things that they know me for or appreciate me for. It's like, let me give an example. Nanama McBrown.
Okay.
People love Nanama and they've probably never even seen her videos. Some people love her for the fact that they see her on TV doing adverts. Some too will just watch her one day and say, oh my God, I really like this woman. Right. It's just what you exude as a person. So personality, the way you look, your voice, everything comes together, I think, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that get into your music? Because if you look at the kind of songs you play, at first, and that's a man and quite a broken heart. That kind of line as it started. So from Too Late to all the others that you have the ladies singing more than some of us. How does that translate your personality into your music so that when people listen to you, they still connect with you?
For me, my what I sing about is really everyday life lessons. Sometimes what I'm going through, sometimes how I'm feeling. It might not even be my personal experiences, but I feel like this is something we need to talk about because it's like relevant today. It's going on and we need a soundtrack. So I really sing about, everything and anything, depending on how I'm feeling. And I think my personality shines through, I think. I mean, what do you guys think? You for me,
100%.
I'm drawing the line for watching me. Is it straight?
100%.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful line you're drawing.
Yeah.
But I want to talk, Nana, I don't know what you, but I want to talk about Samoa and Fiji.
Okay.
And
And Australia.
I think that we haven't talked about that enough.
No, it's true.
I haven't been here to talk about it, right?
Okay, yeah.
Not here,
You haven't
right.
been here. But even, I remember when you went to the video, I saw it on Instagram back then. But even when you type it, it doesn't pop up like that. For that, I may say I have two issues with that.
Oh.
That I know one, the musicians will say, the media doesn't say, don't post that, things like that. And the other one would be if it was sent to the media to do that. That I feel like, okay, we cannot be everywhere that you guys go to.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right? And so if there's anything like, it's being pushed to the media that, blah, blah, blah. It's nice, we push it.
Yeah.
But the experience going to Samoa,
Yes.
like Samoa,
Far
Fiji,
away from Ghana.
it is not the usual US, the UK.
Yeah.
This is Samoa and Fiji.
Yeah.
How did you get there in the first place?
I always say it started with Killing Me Softly, my song. When it came out, the video came out, then I started getting videos, like I started getting tagged on social media from these places. I was like, where is this place?
Samoa.
And all these people, with different names that we are not very used to over here.
Yeah.
And Apia, Samoa, Fiji, all these Rarotonga, I'm like, okay. So I go and Google and it keeps happening back to back to back. It's Christmas Day. Families have gone for a getaway and it's my song they're playing together. Like grannies and aunties are singing it live.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, there's an interest there.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of promoters message me and send emails to our team to say, listen, this song is huge out here and we want you to come and perform. So what's up? What do we need to do?
I'm getting goosebumps.
So we now went through the different people, obviously trying to vet as much as we can because we don't even know them. How we even measure who is good and who is not good?
True.
But we just tried. I think based on responses and how some of the people spoke, we decided on the first guy, which was Peter. So he took us on a tour to Sydney in Australia, Samoa, Rarotonga, and other places in Australia as well. So that was beautiful because that was the first time ADINA to them had come to Australia, and it was massive. People showed up in their numbers. The ones we did in Samoa, government officials showed up.
The one you went to a school.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
school. So
School,
that's
I
how
think,
they
yeah.
planned it, because it was like the person was so big out there that they wanted the kids to also experience.
Yes.
The kids were not old enough to come for the concerts. So they took us through schools for a tour. It was just surreal. This was 2019. So the next year, I think we were supposed to plan the second leg of the tour, because there was like Hawaii.
Yeah.
There are people from the South Pacific who live in the States who also wanted to experience it. So we had like California, Hawaii, and all these places lined up. And I think COVID hit. COVID hit, so everything had to be suspended. And if you're going to Australia, they are very strict on like their what's the word?
The COVID
Quarantining.
Right.
Like 2 weeks, you have to be in a hotel, and that's all cost for the promoter. So we had to just push everything.
Yeah.
So by the time it was time to go back again, another promoter had invited us for Promised Land, which is a very big concert out there. It was actually the very first edition. Yeah, so that was the first edition. The one that the videos came out was the very first edition. This year was the second edition. So yeah, we went out there for Promised Land. Then Fiji said, "Please bring Adina to us." Then, so yeah, and on that show I was happy to be able to play on the same stage as people like Red UB40. They sang Red Wine, White Cliff. Like, it was beautiful.
Very great
More
artists from
under
back in the
YouTube,
day.
and sometimes
right.
you see the comments, like some of her
Yeah.
videos from New
You
Zealand.
wonder,
I'm
New
like,
Zealand. So we didn't even get to go to. Still haven't been to New Zealand. Fam Eugene actually went to New Zealand around the same time, so he got to represent. But everybody was like, "Where's Adina? Where's Adina?" Because
So are you looking forward to going there? Are there
to
any
New Zealand.
plans?
Of
Right.
course, I know I'm gonna go back there again, because right now it's like I've gathered a fan base out there. So whenever, even this song, I have people like musicians from there reposting on my social, saying, "Oh my God, I love this song," and things like. They don't understand the tree, but they still show love.
The chorus. I think the chorus.
Yeah. Now we're the party day, then on battle. Anyway, share the joy.
Right. But I mean, it's been established over the years,
Yes.
like you rightly said, that your music is more or less about love. Are you going to change the message in any time soon, or is it just going to be love for a very long time?
I'm going to talk about different things, but I think I always still talk about love, because love is everything.
Right.
We can't do without it. And you guys will not be playing the old love songs. You want something fresh every now and then.
Right.
So yeah, every once in a while I'll throw in some love and go back to serious matters. Love, serious
And
matters.
raise your shoulder.
Yeah, do you understand?
That's my love song. Let's talk about shoulder. I mean,
That's so different.
I know.
what was the
We
motive?
were just having fun in the studio.
Really?
Yeah, the South Africans had come. It was COVID time still. They had come to, there was a time when there's so many South African artists in Ghana.
Yeah.
I think they were using us as a quarantine to go to the UK for tours. Because once they came from here, it was allowed. But from SA was like a red list, something country. So they would come here for like maybe a month, get the COVID out of their system, and then get to fly. So whilst they were in town, we linked up. Obviously, my team has got linked to the South Africans.
Yeah.
So we linked up and we're like, we need to do an Amapiano song. And they're like, yeah, sure, let's go to the studio. Go to the studio. They bring the beats because they are like the originators.
Yeah.
And the guy that I did the song with, he's like one of the OGs.
True.
For, Amapiano in SA. Like they literally started the movement. So we're like, please, we will not even disgrace ourselves and say we will do the beats. Give us the beats.
We'll just do a single.
We'll do it. Thank you. Yeah. So he dropped the beats. We selected it, but it was a lot of us in the studio. Everybody was excited about the whole Amapiano. So we just put heads together and the song came. So we were having fun in the studio.
It was dope.
So
and
like
the result was the song.
The
result
was
was
the
the
song.
song.
the song and the whole fancy.
And because obviously I'm half South African, but I'm also fancy. So I wanted to make sure that if I was doing an Amapiano song, I needed to represent my two. Yeah.
Okay, but Adina, you see, we're talking about Amapiano, and we know different countries stand for something.
Yes.
In Ghana here at the moment, do you think we actually stand for something when it comes to genre of music?
I mean, we're still trying to stand for highlight. We're still trying,
Right?
Because I think that we haven't represented it enough. But as long as we have life as musicians, it's great opportunity for us to champion it and say, yeah, this is our thing. Let's run with it. Yeah. So me, every time I do music, I try and make sure that I have elements in there that represents Ghana. Yeah. If it's not the video, like I did for Takade,
Right.
it's in the beats, it's in the words, it's in something that just represents that this is us. You know,
you feel something is holding us back for us not to be able to have something of our own, something that we can stand for. You were saying that you have, at least you put some elements of highlight there. Others are unable to do that. What is holding us back?
I cannot speak for other people. I can't speak for other people,
Right.
but I think that it's very easy to get caught up in what's popular, because at the end of the day, that's also what's selling and giving us the coins, you know. So it's very easy to say, okay, let me just, jump on this train or this bandwagon. But like I said, it's something that we all need to do. Be conscious about it and say, Charlie, high life is our thing. Let's put it in there. Let's put it in there before you realize now everybody's talking about high life. Yeah.
I mean, we'll be going for a quick commercial break, but then let me just chip in this question. You love collaborations, and you're one of the artists who does a lot of collaborations. And when we talk about collaborating with crossover artists, sometimes people on social media share comments that, we are putting pressure on the artists to do this. It is not time. That is true. It's true.
It is true, eh?
It's true. But then, for you, what push for a collaboration? And do you check the timing before you say, okay, let me hop on with this artist or let me collaborate with this artist? Does it count, the timing and who exactly you are collaborating with?
Definitely timing. Like I said, my team, we're very big on strategy.
Okay.
Shout out to my boss, Kwame Fachi. He's very big on strategy.
I know.
Okay.
You understand? So timing is everything. But also, it's always about the artist and their plan. Like the plan they have for themselves for the year. Maybe they've said to themselves that I've got an album coming. I definitely need certain features because the feature thing. It helps you. It gives you leverage for the other wherever else they're coming from. And maybe you've watched your statistics and realized that we are shorting over there. Like we need to enter these zones. That's why you would want to collaborate with someone. That's one reason. Another is maybe you really like the person's, like you're a fan of what they do, and you feel like when the two talents come together, it will be magical. So let's try and attempt giving the world some magic. So it's always strategic. It depends on where you're trying to go.
The conversation is very
But
interesting.
I'm saying that people are giving pressure because sometimes, Charlie, it's not the right time. The people are like, I've not seen you do this. Please. But yeah, sometimes it's not the time.
Those who do that,
But
they'll
it's
cool down.
please.
Wait.
Those who do that, they'll cool down.
Yeah.
I mean, we are having an interesting conversation, and I didn't know the time is going so fast. But then we are going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about party, and we'll talk about the upcoming album. It's still Entertainment Review on Metro Television. We're back with more. Okay, still Entertainment Review live on Metro Television, and we are here with ADINA THEMBI, and she's very lovely. I know why I'm saying that, and the person knows why I'm saying that. But anyway, ADINA, let's talk about party. What, 2023 started, you dropped one, Baby.
Yeah, that was like a warm-up.
But I loved it. So have you listened to that song? That song, that song. You see, that's how they say you do love.
The
So
calmness of Adina singing before the actor, you may not think
it should be
she
steady.
go sing like that too, but like she's calm and
unbothered.
Well, my head is too big right now. It cannot fit in the studio.
But then after Baby, then you've given us Party. Tell us about it. What was the brain behind it? What made this time the appropriate time to give us this before the album, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Party, it was really the times. Like we're looking at how everybody's complaining about how times are hard and everyone has always got something they're worried about, So we were like, you know what? There's always going to be something you need to pay for, something that you need to be working hard about and be serious about. And sometimes because of all those issues you have, you even forget to live a little. You forget to maybe go for that party. Like, dream party wants to win you're calculating, but you forget that life is also passing you by.
True.
So we were just like, you know what? Take a minute every once in a while and breathe. Because life will always life. There will always be problems.
Yes.
There will always be something. The bills, it won't stop coming because
this didn't go out.
So just have a good time and make sure that you have some me time. fulfillment, some happiness, some true joy. That's really what this song is saying.
And this
Like,
time around,
Yes!
I saw your media tour there,
Yes.
the video shoot,
Yes.
how excited it was, like that whole thing going back to Tadi.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Me, I've always loved Takoradi.
Yeah.
My first memories of Takoradi, I was really young. I would think I was in junior high or primary or something. And it's still on my mind. So when I grew up and I got to go there to work, just for leisure, it's like my favorite place. And the masquerade thing, the anchors. One time we were going to Takwa and we drove past. I was in awe. Yeah. So last year I was like, I have to go and do some. Okay. So we called our people. Shout outs to Rev. We called our people. We made them do some of the outfits for us. We went with the people. It was fun. And I was like, listen, if we're doing this song and we're doing it with Kofi Kinata, it's Friday, we have to go to Wales.
Yes, it can't be in Accra. No. You have to go and have a feel of
exactly, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
Yes.
The masquerade colors together with that.
Matching her outfits.
Which is interesting because because I've been to the masquerade thing, I know what the colors are.
Yeah.
So I just designed based on, I know, and also be based on the title of the song is a party.
Yeah.
Like midnight colors,
True.
Neon blue, green. I was like, and then once we got there, even the buildings and everything matched with, everything just came together nicely. I was like, wow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the hair.
The hair was given.
Thank you. I was particularly excited to design for Kofi Kinata.
Okay.
Because
you did the outfit.
we're supposed to get a stylist, and I was like, you know what, guys? Everybody can do this. And I'm so happy he was in love with all the looks. I was like, yeah.
So this
is
fulfilling. And it's fulfilling. This is off an album.
Yes, so this is the first single
of
the album. The album is called Afro Glow.
Yeah.
Yes, please, when you're mentioning, you have to be careful.
Afro Glow.
Please do it slowly so that
Afro Glow.
Exactly.
Afro Glow.
Oh my God.
Shout about people somewhere.
Oh wow.
We are here.
Okay.
We are here.
Okay.
Afro Glow.
You will go interview for that.
Yes, I should. I will.
Hey.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
That's what I
looking
mean.
forward to it.
So when does it come in? Will we get it 2023 ending?
No.
Next year.
First quarter of next year.
Okay.
Because we have some features and things on there. You know how it gets.
Yeah.
That's why I say people should take it easy because people's timings are different from our timing, So yeah.
It's true.
We're
I know
excited.
Adina will not drop any name. I know
Of
we do
course
some
not.
little portions here and we give it to
will
our
not
guests
come
and
to-
then they'll tell us something.
But if I tell you now, you won't be excited. With
It's true.
A whole first quarter of next year. Oh, wow.
If you give us one bet.
And
Don't
they will be
worry.
waiting
Small
and looking forward
thing,
to
small
it.
thing.
Yeah.
But will there be more female artists?
There is a female artist
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I
should
should
take a
know.
wild
That's
guess,
okay. We'll just
right?
wait.
You want to take a while? I don't
Is
think
she
you
part
will
of your
guess.
favorite?
I don't think you,
I can
you will
guess it,
guess. No.
No, is she a Ghanaian? Your favorite?
You're good. You are good. Hey, you shouldn't fire this lady. Put a camera on it. You are good. You are good. If you are good, you are good. I beg.
It's not Ghanaian. She's not Ghanaian.
Who?
She's not Ghanaian.
I'm asking. So if she's not, I'll know
She's
where
not
to.
Ghanaian.
She's not Ghanaian.
Oh.
Okay. So I think I have.
That's
to,
all you can get.
She's
You
not
don't
green
even-
and white.
if she
Right
was,
now, you've secured your job for like the next 5 years.
I tell you.
Unless you now you want to stop. I tell you. Your boss is
It's been
watching.
exciting.
Yes,
talking to you.
it's
Right.
been
Yeah,
so
Tiana
wonderful.
Oh, me say. I don't want to go.
You know,
Let's not go.
I didn't know anything that we didn't touch on with regards to the album that you want to say before we go. Anything you want to say? Just say before.
I
we
mean, the
go.
only thing I want to say is thank you guys for the support. Always thank you. You guys hold me down. And the video is out now. It's everywhere. The song is everywhere. Please stream it and let us know what you think. If we did something you didn't like, tell me. Maybe I'll change the next time. Maybe. But yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you too. And
No, please. Shout outs to Kofi Kinata.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
He came through. He came through. Shout out to him.
Kumar.
Yes,
Yes, why I
yeah.
say.
I think he hasn't been on this table before.
Yeah.
We'll keep it. I
I
know why. It's okay.
It's
It's okay. That's what you.